Ah, the life of celebs. Fancy houses, endless parties, and mountains of cash. Not so hard to picture luxury, right? Well, yeah, for some. But believe it or not, there's a lesser-known side to celebrity culture. A surprising number of A-listers who choose to live way simpler, ditching the palaces and mansions for normal houses, crazy parties for the quiet life, and seem not to care about their giant bank accounts. So why the down-to-earth life? Well, probably about teaching the kids the value of a dollar instead of spoiling them rotten. For others, maybe just about staying grounded, remembering their own simple beginnings. However, in that case, let's meet the celebs who prove that big names don't always mean big spending. Number 15. Tobey Maguire. There are arguments on who the better Spider-Man is, and Tobey Maguire has been a lot of fans' favorites. This American actor and filmmaker, despite having a net worth of $75 million as of around 2023, lives a simple life compared to other celebrities. The reason for this was because, before becoming a movie star, Tobey Maguire experienced poverty during his childhood, struggling to make ends meet. So even after achieving success, the actor still carries the influence of his difficult past, shaping his perspective and choices. Tobey's frugality even extends to his freedom to select roles based on his preferences rather than financial necessity. He is adamant about never accepting a role solely for monetary reasons. Neither did he want to be like those lottery winners who hit the jackpot and then squander all their money. That's why, even though he did indulge in one notable splurge when he purchased a sizable property in a high-priced area of California, he still chose to reside with his family in a modest house in Los Angeles and drive a Toyota Prius. Maguire doesn't shy away from everyday activities like shopping at the grocery store and dining at casual restaurants. Surprisingly, he also opts not to have any personal bodyguards. He has that in common with Leonardo DiCaprio, who also happens to be on this list. Number 14. Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio skyrocketed to global fame with his iconic portrayal of Jack Dawson in the timeless film Titanic. As one of the greatest actors of his generation that even Forbes can attest to with his earnings of $28 million in 2010, $77 million in 2011, $37 million in 2012, $39 million in 2013, $29 million in 2014, and $27 million in 2016. DiCaprio still opts for a modest lifestyle. He could afford luxury items like gold toilets or buying a new house monthly, but instead he chooses to live simply. For instance, he was captured helping a lost tourist find their way on a rainy day in Manhattan. Additionally, DiCaprio is a selfless individual whose motto, "Wealth and success don't make you happy," has led him to meet the needs of disadvantaged individuals and charitable causes. In 2020 alone, his foundation donated $3 million to aid Australia's bushfire relief efforts. And globally, he's generously donated $15 million to various causes and organizations. Despite being one of Hollywood's most successful and sought-after actors, he values simplicity and chooses to lead an ordinary lifestyle just like everyone else who loves to throw on a hoodie and some joggers. Number 13. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, the luxurious singer known for her eccentric and extravagant fashion sense, might seem like someone who lives as lavishly as she dresses. However, despite her estimated net worth of around $275 million, Lady Gaga has confessed on Twitter that she hunts for sales racks when shopping and likes to use coupons at the grocery store. Before becoming famous after her Poker Face single success, she admitted that she hasn't been splurging her earnings on material possessions. She explains the difference between leading a glamorous life and living a life of luxury. She recalls a time when she was nearly broke but remained glamorous, a trait she still maintains. Interestingly, she revealed that she doesn't even possess a driver's license and relies on a rented apartment in New York as her primary residence. When she travels, she carries most of her belongings with her, indicating how few possessions she actually owns. Gaga is also recognized for her frugal habits. Her manager would often inquire about her credit card, as no expenses were being made on it. Number 12. Ryan Reynolds. If you could make people laugh effortlessly, then your life must be pretty simple. That goes without saying that Ryan Reynolds, known for his comedic roles and as the face of Armani Code Absolute Fragrance, maintains a refreshingly simple approach to life off-camera. When not on set, the Hollywood actor can be found in Westchester County, New York, where he embraces a minimalist wardrobe. In fact, his wife, Blake Lively, humorously remarks that he requires only a drawer instead of a closet. Reynolds' fashion philosophy revolves around a few key pieces that define his style. Among them is an old t-shirt he's owned for 18 years, bearing the name of Zuki Lake Tavern. He favors rag and bone cotton pants in various colors, and a navy blue zip-up hoodie by Canadian brand Reigning Champ, reflecting his pride in his Canadian roots. The actor's attachment to enduring quality extends to his footwear, as exemplified by his cherished McCaffrey boots obtained from a movie set. Even his hat, a John Hanley Ireland cap, has been a faithful companion for 15 years. Despite his success and financial means, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively choose to reside in Pound Ridge, a quaint town in New York State where he involves himself in the less glamorous tasks, like changing diapers and attending to nighttime needs of his kids when he could afford some domestic staff. Number 11. Ludacris. Christopher Brian Bridges, popularly known as Ludacris, is a rapper and actor famous for his music career and roles in movies and TV shows, but I'm sure you already know that. Despite his success and wealth, he's also known for his down-to-earth and charitable nature, indicating a preference for simplicity over luxury in certain aspects of his life. He bought an Acura in 1993, and even though the car was involved in an accident, he repaired it and continued to use it without replacing it. In the public eye, Ludacris hasn't displayed extravagant wealth or a tendency for lavish spending. Instead, he decided to spread some holiday cheer in 2021 by giving out gift cards to people in need during Christmas. According to Ludacris, doing good deeds brings him more peace than luxury, so he avoids unnecessary expenses. Number 10. Keanu Reeves. In 2023, Keanu Reeves' estimated net worth was around $380 million, making him one of the wealthiest actors in Hollywood. Known for his iconic roles in movies like The Matrix and John Wick, Reeves is one of the most renowned entertainers in the industry, yet he lives in a simple apartment and is one of few actors in Hollywood who doesn't own a mansion to his name. He eats from takeout restaurants and frequently takes the subway to get around. Despite his wealth and fame, Reeves is often spotted enjoying simple pleasures, such as using public transportation and having a sandwich on a park bench. Additionally, he's actively involved in donating money to various charities, which has earned him a reputation as a humble and kind-hearted celebrity, endearing him to fans around the world. He once gave a part of his earnings from The Matrix as he donated an additional $35 million of his own money to the special effects team. Number 9. Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm not a crazy shopper and I haven't been for many years. Shopping can sometimes give me anxiety. I feel bad, you know what I mean? I buy something and I'm like, do I really need that? Will I want that in 5 years? Is that gonna look good on me in 5 years? Even in Hollywood, where fashion is often synonymous with newness and extravagance, some high-profile moms like Sarah Jessica Parker would rather opt for a more practical approach when it comes to dressing their kids. Instead of constantly buying new outfits, her children wear hand-me-downs. It's a little hard to believe. In an interview with Parade magazine, Sarah Jessica Parker revealed that her son wears hand-me-downs from older nephews, and even from her own brothers, as her mother saved all their clothes. She humorously admitted to never having bought him clothes, except for maybe a new winter coat. The emphasis is on practicality and sustainability, suggesting that if the clothes are still in good condition, there's no harm in reusing them. We're hoping her children don't resent her for this, but it doesn't look like her $200 million net worth would blur her senses with giving her family what they need, rather than what they and everyone else wants. So the next time you're thinking about discarding clothing, consider whether it can still serve its purpose and be passed on to someone else. I absolutely dig this idea, and someone I'm sure would buy this too is your number 1 world's most famously wealthy man. Number 8. Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the CEO and principal shareholder of Tesla and SpaceX, often garners attention for his controversial online presence and lack of filter. In an interview with TED, he once revealed that he didn't own a home, and instead rotated among friends' spare beds when working in the San Francisco Bay Area, near Tesla headquarters. When he finally gave the hint that he may have gotten home, he said, "My primary home is literally a $50,000 house in Boca Chica, or Starbase, that I rent from SpaceX. It's kinda awesome though." Contrary to the stereotype of a wealthy individual living a life of luxury, Musk's daily routine reflects simplicity and practicality. He doesn't own a yacht, doesn't take vacations, and primarily focuses on his work. Even when he does indulge, such as owning a plane, it's for the purpose of maximizing productivity, rather than personal enjoyment. One time, his on-and-off partner, Grimes, revealed that when she shared a home with him in Los Angeles, the mattress they slept on had holes in it. Was he ashamed? No. And neither did he beat about the bush with the expectation of finding high-end foods like caviar and champagne at his home, because Musk agreed to living below the poverty line of $1 a day. Number 7. Ryan Gosling. While wealth can afford luxuries like skipping airport lines or having a personal stylist, not every affluent individual opts for such conveniences. Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes have been known for their privacy and low-key lifestyle. They shy away from the spotlight, often declining red carpet events to enjoy quiet evenings at home. Is something not all superstars would rather choose. When it comes to their children, they prioritize shielding them from the public eye, opting for intimate family celebrations over extravagant celebrity-filled parties. Rather than relying on hired help, they take on the role of hands-on parents, eschewing trained nannies for the support of their own relatives, just to save on some cash. A bulk of Ryan's income actively belongs to philanthropy, championing various social causes. From advocacy for animal welfare with PETA to volunteering in disaster relief efforts post-Hurricane Katrina, he admits that growing up with little helped him view life in this simple way. But not everyone would agree to the same. The man Dave Grohl does, though. Number 6. Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl, frontman of the Foo Fighters and former Nirvana drummer, may have achieved rock star status and amassed Grammy Awards, but his approach to money remains remarkably down to earth. Unlike many celebrities, Grohl doesn't splurge his earnings on lavish purchases or flashy displays of wealth. Instead, he opts to save diligently, depositing every paycheck straight into his bank account. Even when Nirvana skyrocketed to fame, Grohl maintained his frugality, still drives a modest family car, and lives in a comfortably sized home, eschewing the allure of opulent mansions and luxury vehicles. Seeing what money can do to a person when his mother had a stroke as a teacher, he then decided that his personal philosophy, "money will kill you," was worth it. His greatest indulgence, which he regrets as the stupidest move, was purchasing a $140,000 Tesla. Number 5. Lionel Messi. From a young boy in Rosario, Argentina to a global superstar, Lionel Messi should be living the life as everyone expects. But he's admitted to not finding motivation in money, but in the simple joy of playing the game he loves. He once said, "Money is not a motivating factor. Money doesn't thrill me or make me play better because there are benefits to being wealthy. I'm just happy with a ball at my feet. My motivation comes from playing the game I love." Even off the field, Messi's life reflects his down-to-earth nature. Settling into his new home in the United States with his wife, Antonella, and their 3 children, Messi's everyday life came as a shocker for most people. In their lavish waterfront home in Florida, Messi prefers to go barefoot indoors, always removing his shoes before entering. Despite admitting to having other eccentricities, he keeps them private. As for his nightly routine, Messi ensures the table is set for breakfast the next day, with everyone in the family having their designated spot. When it comes to food, Messi's preferences might surprise some. His diet includes simple indulgences like asado, milanesa, pasta, chocolate, dulce de leche, and ice cream. He admits to having a sweet tooth and enjoys treating himself occasionally, like almost everyone we know. Number 4. Eric Clapton. This is a true rags to riches story, and also a riches in rags story. When it comes to revered guitarist, Eric Clapton is certainly at the forefront. Rolling Stone magazine even honored him by including him in their list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time in 2003. With a net worth approaching $200 million, he stands as one of the wealthiest rock stars in the country. Despite his immense wealth, Dave proved to the world that a mega millionaire could also do his laundry at various laundromats across Los Angeles, where he's been spotted. While for many, a laundromat might evoke feelings of discomfort and inconvenience with its shared machines and dingy surroundings, it seems surprising that someone with a lot of millions would opt for such a humble chore. At least we can now agree that buying the best guitars is his kind of luxury. Number 3. Warren Buffett. For someone who the world listens to when it comes to financial advice, Warren Buffett is renowned as one of the world's top investors and the chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. He is rich, but still known for his modest lifestyle and simple taste. Despite his recent net worth of $121.1 billion, ranking him as the 5th richest person globally, Buffett maintains a down-to-earth approach to life. Would you believe that he frequently visits fast food restaurants and has a daily consumption of 5 cans of Coca-Cola? He shares a passion for playing bridge with his friend Bill Gates rather than attending splashy parties, and enjoys playing the ukulele as a hobby. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500 and drives a Cadillac XTS worth $15,000 a year. In contrast to celebrities who flaunt expensive jewelry and accessories, Buffett keeps his attire simple and avoids flashy accessories. He prefers commercial flights over extravagant personal transportation, and has pledged to donate the majority of his wealth to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to support various causes. Ed Sheeran. You'd be amazed at how contrasting Ed Sheeran's nature is to his music. Naturally, there's the urge to estimate a person's wealth from their career success, and as expected, Ed is worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but doesn't flinch at what his money can do for him. For a period, he lived on a monthly budget of just $1,000. Not many people can manage that. Rather than indulging in extravagant purchases, Ed directs a significant portion of his wealth towards charitable causes he personally supports. He believes in using his resources to make a positive impact, stating, "I have enough to be comfortable, and the rest goes to help people." Despite his immense success as a pop music star, Ed's spending habits remain grounded. He continues to use his student bank account and limits himself to a modest allowance each month. His philosophy revolves around avoiding wastefulness and prioritizing simplicity in his everyday life. His attire mirrors his down-to-earth approach, often opting for comfortable and straightforward clothing both on and off the stage. Even his shopping habits reflect his thrifty mindset, such as buying DVDs in bulk during sales and preferring public transportation over lavish modes of travel. And for the top individual in this video, number 1. Mark Zuckerberg. Do you know anyone who would donate 99% of their hard-earned money to whatever cause? Well, Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder and CEO of Meta, the world's largest social networking platform, would. According to the latest Forbes data for 2023, Mark's estimated net worth is $105 billion, ranking him as the 10th richest person in the world. By all accounts, Mark keeps his life low-key and spends up to 60 hours a week at Meta's Palo Alto office, meaning no glass window overview of the city. Mark chooses t-shirts and jeans over expensive tailored suits and sneakers and sandals over Italian leather loafers. His minimalist wardrobe, typically consisting of a gray t-shirt, hoodie, and jeans, this deliberate choice reflects his desire to reduce decision fatigue and prioritize mental energy for more significant tasks, rather than indulging in extravagant fashion statements or designer brands. He resides in a modest house in New York City and also works in Palo Alto, California. In contrast to the flashy cars favored by many tech billionaires, Mark opts for modest vehicles like a manual transmission Volkswagen GTI. Similarly, his vacation preferences lean towards low-key experiences, where he and his wife engage with local communities and immerse themselves in different cultures, reflecting a preference for meaningful experiences over lavish retreats. So when next you spot any of these billionaires, remember that you may be living more luxurious than they choose to. Do well to like this video and subscribe to this channel to get lots of amazing videos like this one.